She was clearly just a bathroom cleaner. But not only did she earn $1 million a year, she was also picked up and dropped off by a luxury car. That's because she wasn't cleaning ordinary rooms. She was cleaning up crime scenes for the mafia. The woman's name was Tenny, and she worked as a cleaner at this boxing gym. Just as she finished cleaning the restroom and was about to leave, the sound of an argument came from the other side of the storage room. Not wanting to get into trouble, Tenny quickly hid herself. But the next second, something unexpected happened. Realizing she had seen something she shouldn't have, Tenny was overcome with panic. She tried desperately to calm herself down, planning to wait until everyone had left before leaving. But just then, her phone suddenly rang. Tenny was thrown by the gang members right next to the corpse. She looked up at the body and realized that if she didn't do something, she would end up just like it.
I'm just a cleaning lady. Let me clean it for you. If you wait, the blood will seep in the cement. It needs to be broken down. Sodium peroxide is best.
Tenny's words caught the attention of a man named Aman. He was curious. How could such a lowly, vulnerable woman remain so calm in the face of death? Just as he hesitated, one of his henchmen suddenly spoke up.
Bleaching, boiling water will do it.
Cold water. Heat sets a stain.
Tenny's professionalism piqued Aman's curiosity once again, so he decided to give her a chance.
Just let her do her job. You might learn something.
Tenny finally breathed a sigh of relief, but she also knew that from that moment on, her fate was tied to these men. She then set to work. Armed with her professional expertise, Tenny quickly cleaned the bloodstains off the floor until they were completely gone. Aman was very satisfied with her work. It was only then that Aman asked Tenny about her background. Tenny explained that she was Filipino, currently just staying in the US temporarily, and would be returning to the Philippines in a while, so she didn't want to get into any trouble. Aman said nothing, but stood up and walked directly over to Tenny.
I really need to get back to my family.
Let's get you home before they miss you too much.
Tenny knew that a man was using her family to threaten her into keeping quiet. Soon, the gang members drove Tenny back home. It wasn't until she locked the door from the inside that Tenny's frayed nerves finally relaxed. But while taking a shower, the usually strong-willed Tenny finally broke down, bursting into tears of despair right there in the shower. It turned out that back in the Philippines, Tenny had been a renowned surgeon. Now, having fallen to this state, it was all solely to save her son, Luca. Luca suffers from a congenital immune deficiency, forcing him to live every day in a sealed isolation room. 6 months ago, she learned that someone was willing to donate bone marrow to her son, so she came to the United States. But the donor backed out just before the surgery. To secure another chance, Tenny stayed in the US, with her son staying with her sister-in-law, Fiona. Once their visas expired, the two became undocumented immigrants. Tenny knew that if the gang ever went back on their word, both she and her son's lives could be at stake here, and they might even end up dragging Fiona's family, who had kindly taken them into trouble. After a night of deep reflection, Tenny made a crucial decision.